said that they put millions of my house. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my house. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
to grow. Just obstacle set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me, and let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me, and let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels.
ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just Isupk sat in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to
All right. Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Still getting set up a bit. All right. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Yahweh Shemar Latah Bashem Yahushua. It's priest and also Shab of the Isupk. Started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. We are the home of the truth. Right? If you have anybody out there that's hitting these street corners talking about the 12 tribes are blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous people, this is where it was founded from. You know what I'm saying? From this organization called the Isupk. You know what I'm saying? And what we did is research the Bible and found out that this book is only talking about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? We are the Israelites that's mentioned in this Bible. Right? We are the blood descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And if you a black man, and if you ever wondered, or Hispanic man, or indigenous man, and ever wondered who you were prior to slavery or being colonized, all you have to do is look into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because I can look anywhere on a map, and you will never find no landmass called black, right? Black is a color, not a nationality nor an identity. You know what I'm saying? Neither will you ever find nowhere on a map a landmass called Africa, America, right? These are two separate continents, right? Africa is one continent. America is a whole nother continent. You know what I'm saying? There's no way a black man is magically from both. You know what I'm saying? So what we have to do is realize that the identities that we walk around and carry today and the languages that we have and speak with today is not our native identity or language. It's not our true identity or our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? We have been put in captivity, stripped of our heritage, and been forced this culture and this identity on us and this language on us, right? And once we come back to our history and go back to our identity and read this Bible, right, we'll be able to build something greater for our nation, right? This current state that we in right now, right, this is the land of your captivity, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You know what I'm saying? You have been put here only to be a slave and a slave only, right? This is why we're continually being oppressed till this day, right? It's 2023 and blacks still don't have an identity. Still don't know where they come from, right? Still don't know what language they spoke prior to slavery. But yet you have phones that you can touch, that's touchscreen, cars that drive themselves, but black people still don't know who they come from, right? Well, guess what, man? If you read this Bible, you will find out exactly who you are. And this is something that your oppressor knows. He don't want you to find out who you are. He don't want you to find your identity. He don't want you to come back to your history. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands by you coming back to the laws of God, that will be the end of his rulership or the end of his reign, right? Your oppressor is on top right now. All these other nations are on top right now by keeping us at the bottom, by making sure we stay at the bottom, right? Because they understand as soon as we get up, that's when they're going to fall. All right. And the only way we're going to get up if we come back to these law, statute, commandments come back to our culture and our heritage. All right. So this is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class every single Tuesday. We broadcast live out here in Orlando, Florida. All right. Shalom, Yahba Shem Yashar Barakatah. What's going on, Warrior?
Hey, Shalom, what's going on, sir?
Man, it's a while. Good to have you on. Big
Thanks for
shout out
having me.
Trooper Canuck, you know what I'm saying, out of Orlando. Most High in Christ. I just started, so we're gonna get going with the topic, of course. Any questions, feel free to ask. But yes, the Brotherhood class every single Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30. We broadcast live at the Hart Memorial Library, 211 East Dakin Avenue. All right, so if you're in the Central Florida area, feel free to stop on by. That's every single Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30. All right, so we'll jump into the topic. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I got the broadcast link posted in the YouTube chat. So if anybody wants to join the live, feel free to do so. It don't matter wherever you at, go and click the link, join the live if you like. All right. Also got the attendance sheet. If you're new in the school, looking to get your Hebrew name, looking to join the Isupk, well, guess what? You need credit, right? You need to make sure you're attending classes, right? So that way that can accumulate enough days that can go towards your Hebrew name. All right. So make sure you click on the link. It's posted as well in the YouTube chat. Click on that link, fill out the information, so that way you can get your proper credit for this class. All right. All right. All right. So for today's class, I'm gonna jump on a few points. Right. The first one I want to start out with, right, is talking about vanity, right, and how vanity kills. Right, chasing vanity can kill. All right. First, what is vanity? What is that? Who can tell me what?
Sir.
Go ahead.
That's something that's vanity is something that's like worth nothing. It's vain. Something that's don't equal up to nothing. It don't amount to nothing, don't equal up to nothing, don't measure to nothing.
Exactly right, Warrior. Exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Things that's meaningless, things that's pointless, things that don't last, things that's temporary, things that's just here one day and gone the next day. All that consists of vanity, right? And in this society, our people are chasing things that don't last forever. What can cause us to be in certain situations that cause us to afflict tribulations unto ourselves, or to be in a position to where you can harm yourself or hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let alone even put yourself in a situation where you end up dying. You know what I'm saying? By chasing things that really don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And your oppressor, right? He'll flash those certain things in front of our faces, being that we're left with minimal resources within our communities. And he'll show you that this vanity lifestyle is so glamorous to obtain. If you just have that certain watch or certain shoes, and your life will be better, or life will be different for you. Or if you chase this or chase this certain dream or whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? But once you put yourself in that chase of wanting that vanity, you know what I'm saying, it can lead to your death. You know what I'm saying? It can lead to your downfall. All right. And we've seen this happen, countless time over and over again. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of stories, whether you're famous, rich, on the bottom, or on the top. You know what I'm saying? Our people are living a meaningless life chasing this American dream. You know what I'm saying? Following after religion, patterning ourselves after our oppressor's culture, right? All these things don't mean a damn thing, right? Let me get Ecclesiastes uh, chapter 11, verse 8. All right, so we're going to jump into a few scriptures. In Ecclesiastes, Solomon talks about this a lot, right? The whole book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon was observing and watching and conducting a study on human behavior, on how people move and how people act, you know what I'm saying? And through his great wisdom and serving the Most High and his observation, he was able to put together the book of Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm saying? And he find you got a word?
Sir. So like, I didn't mean to interrupt. So like,
Nah, you good word. Throw out a word. And what he was able to do is put together the book of Ecclesiastes for us to understand what is the main goal in life. What is life all about? Right? So let's go ahead and read that real quick. You got it, Soldier.
kind of the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many.
Mm-hmm.
All that cometh is vanity.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He'll also mention how life itself is vanity, right? Meaning what? How life could be vain. Go ahead.
Of well, if you're not living according to the Most High, according to the laws, statutes, and commandments,
Mm-hmm.
then your life is worth nothing. Like you dead. Like you ain't amounting up to nothing, especially not what the Most High had in door for you.
Con, con. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, man. Right. In this short period of time that you have called life, you want to make sure that you live it with a purpose. Because life is very temporary. It's short, right? There's so many unexpected twists and turns in life. You don't even know what the next 5 minutes can hold, let alone what tomorrow can hold or what could it bring. Right? So in this short span of life, you know what I'm saying, each day is a blessing at that. But make sure you make each day count. All right. Make it count by making sure you're doing what the Lord tells you to do. Right. And in life, you're gonna have good days, right? You're gonna have bad days, right? You're gonna have days where you're able to rejoice and live in your leisure and have pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And you're also gonna have days where it's gonna be full of darkness and sorrow and grief and sadness. You know what I'm saying? That is something that is a part of life. But as long as you stand with the Most High, you know what I'm saying, He will make sure that at the end of it all, that you will be tawab, you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? If you make sure that you put the Lord first and not follow after vanity, not be so impulsive and rushing out to making sure that you take care of yourself first, you know what I'm saying, without having regards to what the Most High needs. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lead yourself into destruction. But if you show more gratitude towards what the Lord has blessed you with and be content in that and serving Him, you know what I'm saying, you'll be all right. You will be Tawab. You know what I'm saying? But your oppressor will make things that's not really important and make it seem as if it's more important than serving the Most High. Right? Just recently, if I can mention what happened with the brother DC Young Fly, the comedian, his wife ended up passing away. Right? And this is a sister as well, a beautiful sister. You know what I'm saying? I think they had like 3 kids together. Right? This sister, right, decided that she wanted to do work on herself. Right? She went to Miami, if I'm not mistaken, and did some surgery. I think it was after the healing process of the surgery is where she ended up passing away. Went to cardiac arrest and passed away. Right? Now, if this sister was taught that, the way she is, the way God designed her to be, that she should appreciate that, and be glad that the Lord blessed her with good health, and you still have a man that appreciates what the Lord made you with. She could possibly still be alive till this day. All right. And that's just one story that's out there on the social media and on the front page. Right. But this happens all over. Right. There's so many stories of this. Right. Well, a black woman can go out, a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman will go out, try to do surgery on themselves and end up losing their life. Right. Even brothers who chasing, whips, chasing clothes, chasing jewelry, chasing things that don't last, the American dream, the quote unquote American dream, and not being content in what the Lord gave you. Could be either put in jail or end up losing their life. Right? That vanity that your oppressor has you thinking is real and it's obtainable, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Right? The only thing that really matters is serving the Most High. That what lasts forever. Right? His words is what lasts forever. Right? Let me get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13 by Okasha.
You say Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiasticus?
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Kind of one concept. I have it.
All right, you got a word.
Is the noise in the background loud, sir?
Nah, it's a while. I don't hear it.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Mm-hmm. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right, the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Right, if you ever wonder what life was all about, what is the purpose to life? Right, Solomon is about to break it down to you. Right, read on.
Fear God.
To do what?
Fear God.
What does it mean to fear God? Read on.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. What does it mean to keep his commandments?
For this is the duty of man.
Right, this is the duty of man. This is what life is all about. Keeping the commandments of God. Right? Fear God and keep his commandments. Right? What you got to understand that this book is filled with commandments. It's filled with laws. The Lord has commanded all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on what to eat, what to wear, what to celebrate, even how to treat each other. Right? It's written of in the Bible. And the Lord did not do away with any of the laws. The laws are still in effect till this day. And that is the whole purpose of our life and of our existence here on this earth. It's for us to do what the Lord tells you to do. Right? Everything else is just vanity. It's just vain. It doesn't last. It really doesn't. Right? For an example, think about it like this. Right? Even as a child, think about the one thing as a youth when you was a child that you begged your mother for, that you nagged your parents for to get screamed, yelled, and all that. Think of that one item in whatever it may be. All right. Now, fast forward to today as an adult. All right. Do you still have that item that you was begging your parents and crying and telling them to get you? Is that item still in your possession right now? Who can give me an answer? Who can help me out?
Like a lot, sir.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a youth, there's many things that you can nag your parents for some candy, some toys, right? After you get that toy, you don't even have to wait till you're an adult for not to care about it. After like 5 minutes, 5 days, or whatever, that toy is sitting on the ground broken somewhere. Right? It's not, it wasn't as important, right? After you obtain it. You get what I'm saying? And your oppressor will do that even in your adult life, right? He'll make it seem like you have to get this done. You have to get this surgery. Look how better you will look once you get it done, right? Oh, you have to get this car. You have to get this watch. Get these shoes. You have to, right? He'll promote it all day, every day in your face, right? And it'll push you as an adult, right, to feel obligated, like as if you have to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to have that. You have to obtain that. Right? But it's really let time pass. Right? If you don't let your impulse get the best of you, right, you'll realize it's really not that important. The same way that toy wasn't important as a child. It's not really that important. It just seems fun to have at that moment. Right? Well, there's many things in this life you'll find is very temporary. But the one thing that's for sure to last is the word of God. That is the one thing that it is guaranteed to last. You know why? Because it supersedes man. It supersedes your existence right now, today, as a person, the person that you are today, right? This book existed before you did. And all the history that's written of throughout this book is the same thing that you're living out today, because there's nothing new under the sun. So if you want to understand life and understand how to operate in life, go to something that existed before your life existed, because it has all the answers. This book is like your OG. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen how old people interact? How old people be so, laid back and nonchalant sometimes, and a little more, careless, because they done seen it all. Nothing comes as a surprise to them, right? This book has everything written in it. You know what I'm saying? Because the prophets of God have seen it all on this earth. And they wrote it down for you to learn from it. All right? Because this is the one thing that will last, even after you pass as well, too. All right, so let's drop that. Let's go back in Ecclesiastes. And anything y'all brothers want to add as well, well, I only got Trooper Canuck, but if anything you want to add as well, feel free to do so. I see also Yawasop put Kanye West's mom died during liposurgery. Right? There is better alternatives to these solutions. Right? It may be a bother to you, and I can understand. There's some things that you want to change about your body. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But there's more healthy alternatives in doing it, more safe alternatives in doing it, right? You want to lose weight, you want to, gain weight, you want to tone your body, you want to add muscles in certain places, right? It's gonna take work in doing it. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take the long run. All right. But if you engulf yourself in vanity, all right, you're going to only be concerned with instant gratification and wanting it right now. And having it right then and there is not always the safest way of getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Good things do take time. Not good things don't come easy. You know what I mean? If you want something better for yourself or something better in time, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Just work for it. But don't go out there jumping out the window for these material things that ain't gonna last. Putting yourself in harm's way. All right. So let's get Ecclesiastes chapter chapter 9, and let me get verse 4.
Okay. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 4. For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope.
Mm-hmm.
For a living dog is better than a dead lion.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We done broke this down a couple times. What is that talking about?
Yeah, I remember, but I can't remember the breakdown. It said like even though a lion is way mightier than a dog, a lion can't do nothing if it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that a living dog is greater than a lion, even though a lion actually is greater than the dog.
God. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a hand. Right? Because if they're both alive at the same time, by default, everybody know common sense that a lion is more stronger, more faster, more fierce than a dog is. Right? But let's just say that lion just so happens to die. Well, guess who got the upper hand now? The dog does. You know why? Because it's alive. Right? In this life, right? You'll find out it's not always about how strong you are or how smart you are or how brave you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes time and chance happens to all men. And as long as you got life, you have the opportunity to do what's good. You'll always have that opportunity as long as you have life. And in having life, make sure you leave an impression in this world, right? Make an impact towards your nation. Live with a purpose. Right? Read on.
Kind. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten.
Right. Right. Once you're dead, you're dead. I don't know if y'all know that, right? We've been told through religion this false story of afterlife or when you die, that you float up as a ghost or some transparent figure to the clouds, and some white man opens up a book and reads to you all the good things and bad things that you did, and depending on the good or bad, you'll walk either into a golden gate with a city of people dressed in all white with wings, or you'll go down into some fiery pit with some man in all red with horns and a pitchfork. Right? That is a lie and a fairy tale. Right? Judgment happens right here on earth. Right? But who you are right now as a person, once you die, that person is gone. Right? For example, if I die right now as Thawashab, guess what? When I come back as, reincarnated, the same spirit, I'm not going to come back as Thawashab. Right? That spirit will still be there. You know what I'm saying? But there is going to be no remembrance of who I once was or none of that. I'm going to come back as a newborn with a new name and living a new life. You get what I'm saying? That's what the Bible teaches, is reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? But who you are, your current existence, once it's gone, it is gone. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You get what I'm saying, Trooper?
Sir.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Once it's gone, it's gone. And all the things that you worried about while you was alive, all the things that you pressed yourself up for and stressed yourself over, and all of these things are not going to matter when you're gone. That BBL is not going to matter. The latest Jordans that you had is not going to matter. Your whole collection of this item is not going to matter. None of that is going to matter when you're dead on 8 feet underground. None of that is going to matter. You know what I'm saying? All of that is just vanity. Right? Read on.
Like you said.
No, you good.
Verse 5. Oh, so like in verse 6. But also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun.
Right. Once, like I just mentioned, once you're gone, you're gone. Right. Even the things that you had to dealt with emotional in the grave. Right. Ain't no thoughts running through your mind while you in the grave. Right. And think about all these things that we exhaust ourselves over day in and day out. Who you hate, who's fake, who's real, the latest nonsense that happened in the entertainment world. Who's this, all of that, you know what I'm saying? All of that is not important, man. That is not important. You being preoccupied with things that's not really an issue. You know what I'm saying? Chasing celebrities and following their lives and all of that stuff. Listen, you can like an artist, it's cool. You can listen to their music, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kanak be having conversations about who the greatest rapper all the time.
It's
You know
like
what
I
I'm
knew you were going to say
saying?
that.
You know, Jay-Z still the best. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, we're not even gonna do that. It's a lock this, sir.
God, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, life goes on with whether they alive or not. I can't stop for Jay-Z. Can't stop for DMX or nothing like that. Neither is their life more important than mine. Right? I got a family to take care of. I got a nation to take care of. I got to make sure I do right by the Most High. I got to make sure this nation and my brothers and sisters do right by the Most High. That's more important. Everything else is just here one day and gone the next day. It's temporary. It's a good 15 minutes of entertainment, but it's not nothing worth dying over or hating your brother over or starting a beef over. Right? There's more things important in life than just that. All of it is just fantasy. Right? Even things about, you know, bills and all the stuff that we stress over. Right? Don't let it consume you so much so that you only occupy with that in your brain all day, every day. You still have people that love you, that care for you. Gotta make sure you live for them as well too. Because guess what? When you pass, guess what? They're gonna find somebody else to move into that crib. When you pass, some bills is not gonna stop neither. They're gonna continue to send in bills. They're gonna continue to do all of that. None of that's gonna stop. The world is gonna keep on turning when you pass. All right. So make sure in this short period of time that you living for something more than just fantasy. Right? You can read on.
Verse 7. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart.
Hmm?
For God now accepteth thy works.
Right. Be content of what you have. Be content in what the Lord has blessed you with. Right? Do not jump out the window for anything that's not here in long term. Right? For anything that's temporary. Right? Be content. Right? And be grateful for it. Right? Make sure you show gratitude towards it. Right? The definition of gratitude. Who knows what gratitude means? We got if somebody can get that definition real quick. Gratitude. Anybody can grab that real quick. Definition of the word gratitude. Gratitude. All right.
So lucky.
Go ahead.
I don't have the definition of it, like the Oxford definition of it.
Okay. That's what.
But
What you got?
and it's like being thankful or being
Yeah. Kind. I'll take that answer. Kind. Being thankful, showing appreciation.
yeah, that
Right. Yeah. All of
appreciate.
that. Yeah. That's. I'll take that answer. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude. Right. Life is very much temporary. It's temporary, man. Right. The things that you're able to control it. Hold on to the things that you're able to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you appreciate them. All right. If you continue on, Baba Shah.
Kind of what kind. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment.
Right. Let that garments always be white. What does it mean? Let that garment always be white. That means to wear all white all day.
Nah,
Who wear white? Oh, I think GOCC be rocking white.
them niggas be wrecking potato sacks.
You know what I mean? You got these crazy religious groups out there in this world that tells you that you have to wear white because that makes you righteous, or they'll even tell you when you die you're gonna be dressed in all white. So what is this talking about?
So like you said,
Go ahead.
it's meaning like be clean, do righteous things, make sure you're not in filth and folly.
Ka.
Like, make,
Nah, you got it. My bad. All right.
no, that's it, sir.
Right. Ka. You're exactly right, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're not doing anything that's against God. Right. Be clean in serving Him. Don't stain yourself with vanity. Don't stain yourself with things that is not important in life. Right. And as you grow older, you start to understand what things are important and what things are not important. You know what I'm saying? In your youth, like, you have the ability to move, go about, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you occupy yourself on what's right according to God. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be led astray. All right? You don't want to cause itself to be filthy with the things of this world. Right? Read on.
Kind of kind. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy life of thy vanity.
Right. Because it's short. It's temporary. So make sure you show gratitude towards the Most High and what He has blessed you with. Right? By making sure you are the protection and the head of that household. That you lay down law in that household. You get everything in order. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of your family is taking care of the nation as well too. Right? You take care of your nation. I mean, you take care of your family. Guess what? We're gonna have strong families, and that's gonna build up a strong nation. You know what I'm saying? Because a nation is a collection of families. You know what I'm saying? And the most important thing is serving the Most High if you want to build that family up. Make sure that is your first wife. You follow after this truth, guess what? Your whole family will be in order. Right? Read on.
Kana, which he has given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity,
Mm-hmm.
for that is thy portion in this life,
Right. Read on.
and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
Right. Read on.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Right. Whatever your hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. What is that talking about?
Salakia, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
that's like saying do everything 110%. Like, don't do it with laxations. Like, don't be lax in doing anything. If you're gonna do something, put your might into it. Like, put everything you got into it so it can come out right.
Damn right, warrior. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Live with a purpose. Live with a meaning. You know what I'm saying? Like this can go under many categories and skills that a person could obtain. All right. If you've been called to be a brother, make sure you are the greatest brother on this earth. You've been called to be a sister, make sure you are the greatest sister on this earth. You've been called to be a husband, make sure you are the greatest husband on this earth. You've been called to be a mother, make sure you are the greatest mother, the greatest wife on this earth. You get what I'm saying? Whatever you find your hands to do, whatever skill you're able to do, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you do it with all your might, 110%. Officer Yawasop said, precept, do everything as if unto the Most High. Khan, that's a good precept. If you can type that chapter verse in for me, also Yawasop, we can pull that as well. But that's a good precept. I'm familiar with what you're talking about. Do it as unto the Lord. All right, because it's the Lord that bless you with that. Right? Don't chase vanity. Right? Make a longer lasting impression when you serve the Most High. All right, continue on.
Kind of. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
What does that talk about? Right? What does that mean? Right? I mean, we teach, not only that we teach, but the Bible teaches as well that you are reincarnated when you die. Right? Your spirit comes back on this earth as a newborn. So why is it saying that there is no device, no what does it say? No device, no work, no knowledge, no wisdom in the grave? What is that talking about?
Select.
Go ahead.
Is it saying that once you're dead, the body's done for?
Hmm.
Like, it can't do nothing without the spirit. And you can't learn nothing when you're dead because you're dead. Like, you can't do
Right.
nothing when you're dead. Like, you got to do everything when you're alive. Because when you're dead, that's it. You
Right.
don't learn nothing. You don't get nothing. You don't achieve nothing. You already done lost everything.
Hmm. Damn right. Yeah. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Live this life like it's your only life. Because guess what? It is. You get what I'm saying?
Come on, sir.
Right? Because you
Only
can't
one you're
tell.
going to remember.
Go ahead, so go ahead. So what you
Nah,
say?
so like it, sir. I was saying just like what you're saying is heavy. Like, live this life to the fullest because you ain't going to remember your next life. And it said, neither
Yeah.
do that remember the things of the past. Like,
Right.
you ain't gonna remember what you was doing, but your past life, or you ain't gonna remember what you gonna be doing in your future life.
Hmm.
So you gotta live this life according to the Most High, do all your good works with all your might, and that's it. In this vanity life that we have, this vain life that we have, make it worth
Damn,
something.
damn right, man. Damn right. That is perfectly put, man. You know what I'm saying? Kind. Like it was, we on the same spirit. I was about to say the same thing because none of us can tell how our past life was or who we were prior to being in this present life. Right? Yeah, we understand what reincarnation is, but I don't know who I was before I became reincarnated as Thawashab. You get what I'm saying?
God, sir.
Because this is all I know. All I know is Thawashab. Right? When the time comes for this life to be gone with, guess what? I ain't gonna know even in the next life anything about this present time I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all you have. It's right now. You know what I'm saying? This life is all you have. So make sure you do it right and do it with all thy might. All right, you come to serve the Most High. Guess what? Do it with all your might. You've been called in this truth. You've been given this truth. You've been given your identity. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you put your spirit into it, man. Put everything into it. Because that is the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything else comes and goes. Everything else comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth losing your life over. Yeah. Shalom, Yabashim Shabakatah.
Hey, how
My
about
man,
you, Shabbat
also Magazar.
What's
Yeah,
good?
man. The blade, man. You got the blades around your arm, too. And they're ready to cut a nigga up with them armbands. Them Jones is clean. I like it. Damn
Wow.
right. Damn right, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, man. We come back to our culture, come back to our identity, and we put our all into it. You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought, in a million years that I would enjoy rocking cowboy boots over some Jordans. I would have never thought that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I would have never thought to wear military boots over some Nike. Back then, you could have told me nothing. You know what I'm saying? But being that we finding our culture, we getting back into the swing of things of how we supposed to dress, militant, and conduct ourselves. Well, guess what? You got to push all into it, man.
It's a lot.
Everything is vanity. Go ahead, soldier.
Nah, and I was just gonna say on that point, shit, it'd be hard for me to go buy shoes. Cause I feel like I be trying to, I be wanting some shoes, but then I'm like, damn, I be looking at boots. Like I be looking at what kind of boots I can get, saying some all black joints. The only other
God.
kind of shoes I know to get is like some Air Forces or something, but other than that, it'd be hard, man. Like it'd be hard to go even like it's like the roles have reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that don't know the truth, they don't know nothing about the truth. They look at us and think we dress weird. But when
Right.
I go shopping for clothes and stuff, I be thinking that shit weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? The tight ass pants and shit, and the shirts and the type of styles they got out now.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have my real find me a shirt and make a shirt and put me a double down on that thing and put one west. And that's
Right.
my, you know what I'm saying? That's it right there.
Damn right. Damn right, man. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this
Salaki.
go ahead, soldier. Go ahead. You got it.
Con, just to piggyback off of what he said, man, like all the stuff that they wear now, I just think that crap is just like so homo. But the gear that we wear, man, it is so hardcore just to see them brothers in garments and spikes on the wristband and war scarves, and man, that is the more hardcore stuff that I ever seen in my life.
Damn right. Damn right, man. Most High in Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK is where you're going to find your culture, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the trends that was brought up and switched here in America. You know what I'm saying? All the, from the 80s, 90s to 2000s, all these trends. All it does, it comes and it goes. That's all it does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how we dress was written of thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was written about thousands of years ago, because you know why? God's words last forever. You know what I'm saying? The border of blue, the fringes, all of that lasts forever. So guess what? Even 1,000 years from now, they still gonna be dressing like that, with the armbands and the headpieces and the borders of blue. Guess what? Our seed is gonna dress like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's the most important, is doing what the Lord tells you to do. You know what I mean? But everything else is vanity, man. It's pointless. It's pointless. And it's very unfortunate for, you know, I hate to keep bringing the sister up because I don't want to, you know, I'm sure the brother is grieving. You know what I mean? But it's very unfortunate to what happened to that sister, for her to lose her life over the operation that wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was not even necessary. And that's, like I said, countless other women that happened to. You know what I mean? You want to get right, hit the gym. That's all you got to do. Do a couple squats, hit the gym, run around the neighborhood. You be straight for the summer. You be good. Right. But if you run into Miami, run into Colombia, I don't know, wherever they do these spots at, man, guess what? You are in jeopardy of your life, because it's a 50-50 chance that you might live after it. You know what I mean? And it's all vanities for what? For you to post online to show, you know, what you got paid $1,000 for. You know what I'm saying? When the same sister, all she did is run around the neighborhood for free. You know what I mean? And she ain't even got to post it online.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's there. She knows she got it. Mm-hmm. Chasing vanity will make you live a vain life. All them likes is pointless now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody liking nothing. Why, you know, unfortunately, why you in the grave? Dig?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
And if I may, that's a heavy point too, because, like, you know, not saying, you know, it's, like you said, it's unfortunate what happened to the sister, but the Lord also showing y'all that all those things you really risk your life for that type of stuff. Like, that's vain. Like, work out. Like, I know, like, get it the hard way. It'll last longer. It'll look better. You know what I mean? And this ain't the first time that somebody have died over these BBLs and all that other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like these, and I blame these entertainers, because them sisters that them rap chicks and them TV show chicks got these women out here thinking that that's the way their body's supposed to look. Like, there ain't no man gonna like you if you don't look like that. But they never ran into a UPK nigga, because niggas in the UPK take them all shapes and sizes. They don't even care.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We do not care. So as long as you got a good heart, you can follow orders, and you down for us, and you willing to serve the Lord, niggas don't care what you look like.
Right.
You ain't got to go and risk life and death just to make somebody look at you. And then when niggas try to look at you and get at you, you gonna give them a stink attitude because you think you all that now.
The irony.
I don't know, sir. It's a dead end to me. I don't know.
Nah, it's vanity. You know what I mean? It's all vain. Right? Doing things that don't mean nothing. It's pointless. It doesn't add no value to life. Doesn't make no long-lasting impact towards our nation or anything like that. It's just, you know, a quick like or a quick thumbs up, a quick whatever you were looking for, which is pointless. You have to live for a purpose, man. Live for something greater than yourself, man. I want to grab the scripture that Isupk called. If we can get Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. All right, brother said class of 2022. Damn right. You got the cover back there. You got the blue ring. Class of 2022. Yeah, man, that's an extraordinary class, man. Big up to y'all brothers. Y'all did it big. Yeah, this generation did it real big, man. So big up to y'all.
Water.
Let's get that Colossians real quick. 3:23.
Kind.
All right, you got it.
The book of Colossians. Salaki, sir, you there yet?
Oh no, you got it. Well, it's a while. You got it.
Oh, okay, okay. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily,
Mm-hmm.
as to the Lord.
As to what?
As to the Lord.
Well, look, guess what? That ability came from the Lord, man. How you look came from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Show some gratitude by not doing anything that's life altering to alter your body. You know what I'm saying? Dress up what the Lord gave you. You know what I'm saying? Make that tone and fit, because that's what the Lord bless you with. So whatever you do, come in to serve him. Come in to keep his commandments. Do it with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength. All right? Because once you out of here, you out of here. Right? Read on.
And not unto men.
Mm-hmm. Any more?
Sir, that's it.
Oh, that was it, right? Right,
Con.
Yeah, that's a good precept right there, man. So let's jump back to Ecclesiastes real quick, and let's get chapter 1, verse 2.
Con.
All right, you got that word.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 2. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
All of it is vain. Everything in life, man. Everything that you chasing after that you think is so important, press yourself about. Right? It's all vain, man. Majority of it is vain. Good bulk of it is vain. It is pointless. It's not as important as you think it is. All right, read on.
Con. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun?
All right, all his works that he does on earth. Right, read on.
Con. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
That's what it's temporary, man. Right, this generation will pass, and guess what? There'll be another generation to follow after. And once that generation is done with, there'll be another generation to follow after that. And each generation will have their own way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is temporary. A lot of things is not gonna last forever. Right? Instead of searching for or hunting for things that's temporary, try to look for things that will last forever. Follow after forever. Try to find forever. All right? Read on.
Con. The sun also riseth, and the sun goeth down, and and hasteth to his place where he arose.
Mm-hmm.
The wine goeth, the wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits.
Mm-hmm.
All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full.
Mm-hmm.
Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again.
Right. All these things that the Lord has implemented on this earth, and it conducts itself and operates on its own. Right. Regardless of whether or not man is present, guess what? This earth will function perfectly without the presence of man as well, too. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord called man to do is to subdue the earth. Right? Be in control of what the Lord has already put in place. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when during the pandemic, when nobody was able to go outside, right? They had all type of, animals that was able to run outside that you didn't see or spot them outside until everybody started going inside. You know what I'm saying? It was like the cleansing that was happening over the whole earth. And, trees is growing out more and the plants is growing out. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth got a natural way of producing things for itself, or making things better for itself or for the inhabitants of this earth. Right? You're just an extra element that the Lord created to subdue it. But you should not be out there chasing vanity, because once you're gone, you're gone. Earth ain't gonna stop for you. Everything that the Lord put in place is not gonna stop for you. It's gonna continue to go on even after you pass. Right? Read on.
Come. All things are full of labor. A man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing.
Right. And that's so the way of our oppressor. Right? He wants to find out everything that's going on this earth. So much so he is destroying the earth, trying to find it out. Wonder what makes the ecosystem the way it is, and he wants to know what makes earthquakes and why is this and why is that, and all of that stuff is destroying this place. You know what I'm saying? Putting this place in a better shape than it once was. Polluting the air and all of that, man. I'm saying the Lord has put things in place. That's not even your concern as a man. There's certain things that's not even, our concern. What is important is serving him. That's important. Right? What's out there in outer space, who gives a damn? Is there, whatever is there, the stars look nice, that's fine and dandy. But who gives it? I don't want to go there. Who cares? What's under the deep blue sea and in the depths of the sea, who gives a damn? If the Lord, right? You know what I'm saying? If the Lord want me to breathe under there, that he would have made me with gills.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If you want me to live in outer space, then he would have made some way for me to breathe in outer space. You know what I'm saying? All these things are not important. Doing what the Lord tells you to do is the most important thing. All right, so you can drop that. Let me get jump me down to chapter 2, brother Kasha.
Come on.
All right, you got it, boy.
Come on. Verse 1.
Con, you can start at verse 1. That's a while.
All right, come on. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. chapter 2 and verse 1. I say in my heart, I say in mine heart, go to now. I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity.
Right. Why does he say this is vanity as well, too? Right now, like I mentioned earlier in the class, you know what I'm saying? This is a book that's mainly based off of observation, right? And he wants to, allow himself to enjoy mirth, laughter, pleasure, a goodly thing, right? And he also mentioned that those things are vanity also. Why would he say something like that?
So lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
Because when it says, I said in my heart to go now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore, enjoy pleasure. And behold, this is also vanity. Pleasure don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? It come and it goes. And sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not. So it's just like he say this also is vanity because it has a reward for a time and then that's it.
Right. Kind. That's a perfect way to put it. You know what I'm saying? It don't last. Right. Our people will also find pleasure in short, temporary satisfaction. Right? We'll chase those things and not finding anything longing behind it. It'll cause you to feel more empty inside before you found it. You get what I'm saying? Like before you got hold of that, whatever that pleasure was, after you got a hold of it, once you're done doing it or using it or, experiencing it or whatever it may be, it'll cause you to feel more empty inside. You know what I'm saying? Because you went and chased that temporary satisfaction rather than thinking for the long haul. What's most important? Go ahead, soldier.
Yeah, that's just like people being rich. Feel what I'm saying? Their pleasure is to be rich. And they feel like, okay, actually, when people get so much money, it's like no more pleasure after that. It's like loneliness because they got so much money. It's like it's vain. It's still empty because what you get out of that, you got everything you want, but you still don't have no happiness.
God, that's exactly true, man. You know what I mean? I remember a while back, right? I had a decent, pretty decent slavery, where I was making a good amount of bread. You know what I mean? But I was not happy at all, right? And something in me told me like, listen, I gotta get the hell up out of here. I gotta get up out of this country. Boom, boom, boom. What I end up doing is quitting that job and left out of the country. And I was living amongst poor folk because this was a poor third world country, you know what I'm saying? But I found myself more happy being amongst them than being here in the States with, decent amount of bread. You dig what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
you'll find sometimes that there's more things in life than just, the pleasure of money, the pleasure of having nice things. Now, there's nothing wrong with having money and there's nothing wrong with having nice things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if you ain't got people that love you while you have those nice things and people that surround you, that support you, and that's down for you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those things will be pointless. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of it is just, it's just pointless. You can't even share it with nobody. You can't do nothing when you have it. You just sad with a bunch of money. You're miserable with a bunch of money. You're empty and lonely with a bunch of money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Finding forever. Find forever. You know what I'm saying? The people that you have around you, you ain't gonna have them, you know, forever. You know what I'm saying? But those memories and those experiences can last forever. Right? The memories that we read about of these prophets, you know what I'm saying? We still reading about it till this day. The experiences that they had, we're still reading about it to this day. All right, because they lived for something more meaningful. All right, they lived for something that was more important than just these useless things that come and go in our life. All right, don't live for temporary pleasure, temporary fun, temporary laughter, because that soon goes away too. You know what I'm saying? What's important that you make sure that you don't chase vanity, right? Let's continue on.
Verse 2. I say of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, without doeth it. I sought, Slaki, I sought in my heart to give myself unto wine, yet um
Acquainting.
acquainting mine heart with wisdom,
Mhm.
and to lay hold of folly, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life.
Okay, read on.
Verse 4. I made me great works. I built me houses. I planted me vineyards. I made me gardens and orchards, and I planted trees in them of all kinds of fruits. I made me pools of water to water therewith wood that bringeth forth trees.
Mm-hmm.
I got me servants and maids, and had servants born in my house. Also, I had great possessions of great and small cattle above all that were in Jerusalem before me.
Mm-hmm.
I gathered me also silver and gold, and slocking,
Peculiar.
peculiar treasure of kings and
Mm-hmm.
of the province.
Mm-hmm.
I got me men singers and women singers, and the delights of sons of men as musicians' instruments, and that of all sort. So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also, my wisdom remained with me,
Mm-hmm.
and wheresoever mine eyes desire, I kept not from them.
Mm-hmm.
I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor.
All right. Solomon had it all, seen it all, done it all in his lifetime. Right. Read on.
Verse 11. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I had labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexations,
Vexation.
vex, vexation
Mm-hmm.
of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun.
Right. Why is he saying that? Right. This is a man that's experienced. So he's able to do what you know, whatever his heart desires. Even in that, he said is vanity, the vexation of spirit.
Well, from what I'm getting, slocky.
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm getting from it, like everything he doing, everything that he did, and everything that he can do, it's like even up under the sun, he still is not profiting anything because it's still empty. It's like I guess it really doesn't mean anything.
If you could elaborate more, I mean, you right up on it. You know what I mean? Because he did all of that. We know the stories of Solomon, but what did he conclude Ecclesiastes with?
So like you, sir.
Go ahead.
Was saying like it was all for nothing. Like he say, then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I have labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. Meaning he did all of that to for nothing. I mean, he wanted it. He wanted certain things. He built certain things. I'm sure he wanted, but then when he finished, it was just a spare. It was like a. It was like a. Um. Damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a spare the moment of happiness. Like, okay, yeah, I did this. I built that. Okay, I like it. It's good. But now what?
Okay, I like that answer as well too. That's a good answer. If I could give you what he concluded with as well too. You know what I mean? Sister said it's easy to become so consumed with what seems like pleasure and personal progress that you'll overlook the pain that people still suffer. I like that answer as well too. Y'all coming up with some good answers. All right. What did he conclude Ecclesiastes with? All right, because in his time, what was the major thing that Solomon was able to build? The major thing.
Salaki, the temple.
Temple, right? He was able to build the temple. Now, think about the 1,000 years after that, right? When Christ was on the scene. Remember what Christ said about the temple? When I think it was Peter or one of the disciples was trying to show off the temple to Christ, you know, bigging it up and say, look at this great temple that we have here in Jerusalem. Right? What did Christ mention in regards to the temple?
It said not one stone to be left upon the top of each other.
Right. Not one stone will be left on top, right, of each other, right? Not one stone will be standing, right? Being that our people was in captivity. Right? So with Solomon great labor in building this temple and working, at the end of it all, it was pointless. The end of it was pointless. Because of what? What's the most important thing? What's the only thing that could have made that temple still be standing till this day?
Salaki, sir, if I may.
I'll let the trooper try first, and then you got some other. Go ahead, Trooper Kanat.
Because the people went off. Israel went off. We stopped following the commandments,
Mm-hmm.
and we went off. We stopped serving the Lord.
God, there you go. Because the conclusion of the whole matter is what?
to follow the Lord's commandments. Fear
Right.
God and do His commandments.
Right. Fear God and keep His commandments. Right. There you go. Fear God and keep His commandments.
Right.
Right. Because where's Solomon's temple at now? Right. Do you think Solomon is somewhere in the grave thinking about, I wonder how my temple is being kept up today? He's gone.
Right.
Right. And that same spirit who came back, right, and told the people that this great temple that's built, that was worked and labored for months out, it's gonna be tear down. It's gonna fall. You know what I'm saying, a lot of things that we put ourselves in, we think that is the most important thing in that very moment to get done, or to put yourself involved in, right? But it is not gonna. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna stand if you don't put the Most High first in it. You get what I'm saying? Solomon had everything that he ever wanted on this earth. But what he asked for was wisdom first. That's the first thing that he asked for, on how to govern his people. And all the other things was added onto him, all of his other vanities that he wanted. Right? Because that's all they are. They're just vanities. But the most important thing is making sure that you do what the Lord tells you to do. That's the most important thing. That's the ultimate goal in life. Right? Because everything comes and goes, even Solomon's temple. Right? Everything in life comes and goes. All his fly garments that he had is gone now. Nobody can point me to where they're holding his garments at right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all the gold, all the stuff that he had is all gone now. All of that is not the main purpose of life. Right? But if you're chasing after vanity, you'll chase those things rather than serving the Most High. And most of those things can put you to death, cause you to be in great harm. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna say something off the Bazaar?
Oh, no.
All right, God. So, for time's sake, man, read the book of Ecclesiastes. It's one of my favorite books. I wish I could read some more of it. It's very telling of life, man. It gives you a better perspective and a better understanding on how to move. Because you can crash out easily in this world. Easily. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things out there that seem so fun to have. You want to be a part of, you want to do, man, but sometimes you got to draw yourself back and look at the bigger picture of things.
Right.
All right, look at the bigger picture of things, man. Don't follow after temporary gain and temporary lust, man. You know what I'm saying? Find forever. Find things that will last forever. You know what will last forever? Love lasts forever. That's what lasts forever. Brotherhood, sisterhood lasts forever. The only way to truly understand love and brotherhood and sisterhood is to do it according to how God said to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that way we'll build a kingdom that will last forever. All right. So, Tom's saying I'm going to drop that. I want to get another topic. Salvation. Our salvation is nearer than we think, boy. All right. Don't get sidetracked out there. Don't think that a black man won't crack the sky and come through with 2 million angels. All right. This ain't crazy talk. This is biblical talk. All right. We in this thing so we can get salvation. All right. And what does salvation look like? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians ruling the planet Earth under the laws of God. You know what I'm saying? That's salvation. Right? Your oppressor is ruling the earth. He rules North America, South America, Central America, Europe, Australia, colonized all of Africa, controls the Middle East. All right, your oppressor is in control of this earth. And Don't nobody stop to think or question why he's in control. Right? You just go along with the program. Right? And the way that he got it done is not through, some divine intervention. The way he got it done is by making you a slave, by putting you in captivity. Right? He's not no smart, no witty, or more advanced than you, black man. If he's able to get rulership on this earth, what makes you think a black man who's, far more advanced than our oppressor is, far more skillful, more productive, than their oppressor is? What makes you think that he won't rule this planet Earth? The same book that prophesied our downfall also prophesied our rise to the top. And if we seen our downfall happen, well, guess what? Expect us to rise also. Right? Let's get real quick Revelations 5 and 7.
Salaki, you said 5 and 10?
Revelations 5 and 10, Bible Kasha.
All right. Come on.
You got to work.
Come on. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 5 and verse 10. And haste made us unto our God's king and priests, and we shall reign over the earth.
Yeah, we're going to reign on the earth. Right? This is where our salvation lies in. Where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that's on the bottom will be put on top. And everybody that's on top who don't belong there will be brought down low. The roles is going to be reversed. Right now, we are not the kings of this earth. Right? You know what a king is? A king is a ruler of a kingdom. Right? You can't be a king without a kingdom, black man. Right? We need a kingdom. We need a nation of our own. All right? And that identity and that nation that you belong to is the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Israelites of this Bible. The Lord prophesied in Deuteronomy 28 that he was going to bring you down low.
Right.
He was going to put you in captivity. He was going to put a people over you that's going to oppress you. You're going to have to go to them for food, water, and hunger. All these things prophesied in the Bible. Guess what? It also says that you are going to be a nation of kings and priests. Now, God don't lie, because we done seen our downfall. We live in it right now in America.
Right.
Right? It's no coincidence why you're here, black man. Why you ain't got a nationality, why you're the only person without a heritage or culture, why you living in the conditions that you living in today. You the only one that fits the prophecies in this book. Well, guess what? It also prophesied that you will be brought out of your condition. That he will put you far above all the nations. And you are going to reign on this earth. You're going to rule this earth the same way your oppressor does. But you're going to rule it with righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And you have to believe that as a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We're not doing this blindly. You know what I'm saying? We're not keeping the laws and keeping the feast days and changing how we behave and our ways and all of these things and becoming brand new, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of some old religious purpose. This is not the reason why. You know what I'm saying? We are doing this in hopes of getting salvation. And salvation looks like us ruling the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. Don't be so conditioned in this current state that you're in right now, thinking that this white man kingdom gonna last forever. It's not gonna last forever. I know it's been many days since we've been in this place, and it seems like it's gonna last forever. All right, but our hopes and our beliefs is that it don't, and that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians get an opportunity to rule on it. Right? Let me just drop that. Let me get where it says wars and rumors of wars real quick in the New Testament.
Come on, Con.
All right, you got that word.
Come on, Con. You start at verse. Okay. I start at verse 4.
All right.
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 4.
Hmm?
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
For many shall come in my name.
For many shall what?
Many shall come in my name.
Come in his name, calling himself Yahushua, calling himself Jesus, calling himself the Messiah, the Savior. Many shall come in his name. Read on.
Saying, and shall deceive many.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right. This is what's going to happen in the last days. This is how you know you're in the last days. Right? The reason why we have all these different denominations, all these different beliefs, and all these different religions is because you're living in the last day. Right? Many shall come in his name. Right? Many will come in his name and claim to be the Messiah, and claim that this way or this belief shall give you salvation, or this belief will save you. You know what I'm saying? There's only one way that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can get salvation. And that's if we separate from our enemies and serve our king. That's the only way we're going to get salvation. And serving him, we have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Because you're in the last days and he is about to return. Right? He also mentioned there's wars and rumors of wars. Look what's going on this earth today. I think Donald Trump, right, just got pleaded not guilty today. Right, the trial's about to start. Where they about to charge him or indict him for charges that he did and against the presidency or against the Constitution of America or whatever. Right, and you have one side that's pro-Trump. You have another side that's anti-Trump. You know, they fight against each other daily. Right? That's a war that's brewing here in America. You know why? Because this is the last days that you're in. Even the war in Ukraine. Don't think the war in Ukraine has ceased. It ain't stopped. It's still on and popping. They still bombing each other right now as we speak. The reason why you probably don't hear about it because the white man trying to distract you with all type of bull crap that don't matter, with vanity. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But that war is still on and popping, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're living in the last day, right? Read on. Continue on.
Oh, hold on. See that ye be not troubled.
Mm-hmm.
For all these things must come to pass.
Right, read on.
But the end is not yet.
Yeah, the end is not yet. Right? The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. The end will come. It's going to end, but it's not yet. You're going to have to witness these things and realize that these are the signs of the times. Nothing happens by coincidence. You're watching the beginning of the end. Slowly but surely, this nation will crumble. The world as you know it today will not exist no more. Things that you thought it was all good and important and that you live your standard by in your life is gonna soon cease to exist. And there's gonna be a new way of living on this earth. Implemented by Christ. Right? Read on.
Verse 7. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes, and divers places.
In diverse places, man, y'all gotta witness what's going on this earth. Right? Things are not at ease right now. I know it kind of seems like it. We out of the pandemic. Summertime is ready to go outside and do all the fun that you missed out on in 2020 and all that. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But things are not at ease right now. Right? If you look closely, pay attention to what's going on this earth, man. Things are just even worse than it once was during the pandemic. Right? You got kingdoms against kingdoms, nations against nations. Everybody's at odds. Nobody can agree on nothing right now. You know why? Because you're in the last day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More of this is going to continue to increase and increase on this earth. Right? Famines. I think last week there was a fire in Canada or something like that. Had the whole New York looking like Gotham City. You know what I mean? They had a whole overcast over New York. Now, that's not a no light thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what can transpire behind this fire? That's a lot of open land that's being burned down. A lot of crops and all types of stuff being burned down. People getting pushed out. Who knows what can transpire after when the smoke clears? You know what I'm saying? But all of this is a sign of this nation beginning to fall. Take heed to it and make sure that your thought process is wanting to be saved. Right? Like I said, we're not doing this for religious purposes. It's not a religion. It's not a Bible club. We expect something phenomenal to happen. We expect a flying saucer to come out the sky and rescue Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now, where have you ever seen that happen? You know what I'm saying? But in a movie or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But we believe in our salvation. You know what I'm saying? We believe in the God of this Bible that will provide us an opportunity to not be on the bottom, for the roles to be reversed. Everybody had a chance to rule on this earth. Every nation had the opportunity to be great at one time. Well, there's also need to be a chance for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be great on this earth. And that ain't going to happen as long as our oppressor is ruling over it. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm going to end the class, man. The water, Officer Magazar, Trooper Kanat. You know what I mean? Everybody in the class, man, big up to all of y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, ISUPK Florida, ISUPK Orlando. Class will continue on the same channel tomorrow. All right, so with that, say shalom, big bro.
Shalom.
Damn right.